everyone. Welcome. I hope everyone's having a good day. Actually, I am, but, this is not a great, So first off, kind of a clickbait title. I know. This video is a bit special, and you might notice this in about 5 seconds. This is actually, this is post-recorded, or post-audio, post-commentary, and this is literally 30 seconds from not every Star Citizen Weekly, but the first few, and then after 5 minutes, it is every 5 Star Citizen Weekly. And, well, let's just be blunt, I'm taking a break from Star Citizen, because, there's so many times where, we run into a situation where Jared's like, on ISC is like, oh, hey, if you're gonna say that the game's in a bad state, you're being disingenuous, and I lightly looked through all of these, and, I didn't even try to, look for the most egregious moments, the most egregious lag, the most egregious desync. I just picked a moment and recorded 30 seconds, and it is a recording of it's a recording of a YouTube video, because I don't have all of the original footage anymore, excuse the quality, and some of the desync could be from that as well, theoretically, but yeah, no, it's not great, I mean, part of it is, part of it is Star Citizen, part of it is that, I think genuinely there's a degree of, there's feature work and bug fixes, and right now we kind of have to, realistically, feature work is important. I do think, genuinely, their desire to look at more egregious bugs, I do think that is going to be a good thing, and I do think that when I do return to Star Citizen, I really hope it'll be in a better spot. Of course, if and when Squadron 42 comes out, I don't know if I'm going to stream it or if I'm going to do YouTube videos. We'll see. Honestly, I'm doing YouTube for Star Fox 2, or for Star Fox on the Switch 2, and it's not getting the traction I thought it was going to, but Squadron 42 is, maybe a different story? I don't know. Anyway. God, I've got 12 minutes. I've got 12 minutes to fill. I don't necessarily have to, but yeah, yeah, so, yeah, and there's there's gotta be a few things interesting that actually happened in the dialogue. I'm trying to remember. Also, I did not cherry pick, the most laggy section. There might be, this is the only 30-second clip of bad performance. This might be the best clip of 30-second clip of performance. There might be something bad that happens right after, right before, vice versa. But, yeah. And this is dating back to 2024. I would say that the video that's presumably playing right now is still firmly in 2024, maybe early 2025. But yeah, no, it was it's a whole deal, and I've had a bunch of performance issues in 4.8. I genuinely looked at the event, Xenothreat Returns. I know a lot of people have been saying that's lazy. I don't necessarily think it's lazy as much as, it's a combat event, and it kind of caters to the high end of combat stuff. It's only space combat. I don't like space combat. I don't like the high-end space combat. I am completely uninterested. Like the blueprints, I think that the blueprints as rewards is something they can't just throw out willy-nilly. So I am kind of glad they didn't do blueprints they didn't do permanent, like, hanger bound, account bound things that are, with your account forever and you never lose it. I do think that they literally have no... I mean, they didn't even say what the rewards are. When I looked at the thing, it's supposed to track your progress in the journal like other events. It did not track mine. So I don't know what to tell you there. They didn't mention the rewards. As far as I know, you have no idea what it is. So... it's like, why bother? I'm gonna just hate the gameplay. I frankly have not been able to enjoy streaming more than 30 minutes of Star Citizen for the past, month. So, there's nothing to do. So, yeah. And I think to some degree, I think there is also some degree where I don't know how these things work. I'm not a game developer as much as I wish I was one, but they can't do bug fixes. The reason that bug fixes are a pain is because if you have version 0 of the weapon handling system, and then you're going to replace it with version 1 of the weapon handling system, and you can, insert crafting, insert whatever. Why would you spend time, fixing the bugs in version 0 when you're just going to replace it with version 1 or version 2 or version 3? But I think, the closer we get, the more features we get in, the game may be more unstable, yes. But all those bugs don't need to, all those bugs are going to be the bug fixes that actually matter. And I think that I feel like there is a lot of stuff. If you sat down, it's really easy to be like, oh man, we've come a long ways. There's a lot of features they've added. We can really start hunkering down on some of these things. And I think some systems, the very least, are good enough for 1.0. But then there is also the reality that we're at glass half empty. Oh god, we have so many features. We have Starware, we have Genesis, we have Star Sim, new flight model, which I don't think is even really a feature thing as much as just balance tweaks, although I'm not 100% sure how crazy the changes are. But yeah, so it's... I don't know. When I put it like that, I guess it makes it sound like, oh, we're only halfway through development to 1.0, which, gee, that's great. But, yeah. Yeah, not much else to say. I think that my hiatus is going to be until, January 1st. Actually, let's see when it is. But, it's going to be, yeah. It's just, there's nothing of crazy value. I don't think I would care enough to, I genuinely don't think I would care enough to, go... if there was an event that had, here's a cool shiny gun, I don't think I would care enough to go back in, because I value my time, and it feels like CIG doesn't. Especially playing other games, like Helldivers, and, other things. Helldivers is, built for getting into the action very fast. Star Citizen is absolutely not. But, yeah. Also, January 3rd. January 3rd is the first Sunday of 2027. So January 3rd, mark it for your calendars. Return to Star Citizen. Oh, God. Yeah. And, I mean, this is I don't know. I don't want to make this all about me, but I've been following the project for 6 years. I've spent hundreds of dollars on it. Not thousands, but I don't know. My disappointment is measurable, I guess. I'm not really like, I don't want to like be a raving lunatic that, oh, the world is ending because Star Citizen sucks ass. But also, like, you know, I'm not doing this. And it feels weird. It genuinely feels weird because, again, this is a thing that's been with me for like 6 years of my life that I've been following. I think I say it every time because I genuinely feel that the open game development is not nearly as much as it was 6 years ago, and I think it was even more before I started paying attention to it, so that is always a nice thing that would happen. Just having more developers have more frequent chats, even if it is literally all that happens, is just more frequent Spectrum responses. Fucking explaining what changes are. Like, they have the fuel changes, everybody's crazy about them, and as I understand it right now, the latest word on it is they're more reasonable, but it was like, it went from insane to pretty reasonable. So that's like, come on, dude, really? But yeah, I'm going to be streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, still at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at twitch.tv/Railu, Railu, with an underscore at the end. I'm going to be doing Tunic and Ellen. We're almost out of time here, so this is perfect. Till next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.